I think the similarity of the psychological drama between Dutchman and Tannhäuser is a very much connection.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. When do you find, by the way, with respect to that question of balance between what's called for in the orchestra and what the singers require in order to be heard, do you find that that differs depending on what house you are conducting in?
Yes. The conductor take care always in the balance between the pit and then the stage, and then you have to always count how the sound comes over beyond the pit. But sometimes it's very, very difficult for Wagner because in the extreme dynamic range. But for me, it's very, very important to follow the singer always. That means to sing together with the singer. And then, how to say, the Textverständlichkeit, the clearness of the text, even though the maximum surrounding the Wagnerian particular sound, very thick sound, but you have to follow what's sung on the stage.
There it is, and the dotted rhythm begins changing its meaning. There it is. It accompanied the workmen, the men on the boats. Now it becomes domesticated. The same dotted rhythm now becomes women's music. Never stopping. The first place in Wagner, we can say, the art of the transition is taking over. It's almost as smooth as the moment when Alberich's music becomes Wotan's music. That's the really great one, in Das Rheingold, an absolutely exquisite one.
So going from the German to the Italian, and it's the only way to keep a voice really healthy. And actually, it's one of the, well, I should say, but one of the bad things about our business these days is people get pigeonholed and you sing heavy repertoire you start at a young age, or you think by the time you're 35 you have to be singing Brunhilde everywhere. And then by the time you're 50, you can't sing anymore because you've sung already too many. Perhaps.
And how does that reveal itself? Are you just fatigued? I mean, the sound isn't as...
Help me out.
Well, yeah, but it's true. Nobody would send a 1-year-old horse in a really heavy horse racing. The horses also need her time before they do really the best and the heaviest work in racings. But with a singer, they always think, oh no, he's very, yes, she looks nice, she looks pretty, voice, yes, maybe the voice is also okay, but let her sing and we have a nice picture. But then after 20 years, they go away and they drop them out and then the next will come. To the racing horse, the people do much more care than to the singers.
It's true. That's very good. It's very true.
It is like this, and I know what yeah.
I was so impressed with at the Sitzprobe here at the Metropolitan Opera. It's my first time to sing in my own homeland's flagship opera house. I was so impressed by how they played together. They could play forte, but it wasn't blaring. It wasn't so loud that it just covers you.
Brilliant orchestra.
And that's because they listen to each other And that's what Juha is meaning by chamber music. Yeah. Chamber musicians often don't need a conductor, or just the first violin will lead them.
Because they listen to them.
They are listening to each other.
Never play so loud that you can't hear your colleague on your side.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you're always right.
And also singers.
And singers.
Yeah.
Well, a good opera,
singers.
but a good opera orchestra will listen.
As long as you don't hear anyone, you're always right. Is that what you're saying? Well, it proves that.
And I noticed that the Sitzprobe, the orchestra members were listening to us.
Yeah,
absolutely. I can tell a very short story. We had, of course, I don't only sing Wagner. I also sing Mozart and Verdi, and I had a big pleasure to sing together with one of my favorite colleagues, Matti Salminen, and so it was a big honor for me to be invited to Helsinki, the base of the world's bass singers, and I had the honor, was invited to sing the Grand Inquisitor in Don Carlos.
May I interrupt you? At that time I played in the pit.
What?
I played in the orchestra. I was a piccolo player, Don Carlos especially. I played the piccolo and flute, you know.
Oh, it was you?
Yeah.
But what I want to say, you all know the voice of Matti, and I must say the really nice experience for me was we was two big men, and I think we don't, the voices is a little bit similar, but what we can do, and we had really a big success with it, because Matti said, that is because we can try to sing quiet, leise, piano, because it's nothing is more bad if there are two basses, especially in this duet, Filippo and Inquisitor, if they're staying two basses and they're screaming to another like wolves.
Right.
Yes, and so we really could do it in a quiet way, and it had so a lot of tension. And then in the end, everybody said what he has to say, and then was it good, and that makes the thing interesting. Yeah. Otherwise, it's only loud, boring. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's what I mean. Not sing louder than you can hear your colleague.